And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show. I am your host, Sherard, having a wonderful time this afternoon, highlighting the lives of some very special individuals on my left as well as on my right, talking about making it against all odds. In my previous segment, I was speaking about enjoying life as well as being, not having to ask anybody permission to live, but just to be able to enjoy the life God has blessed you with, and also to be able to go for your dreams. There's a saying that goes out there and says, if you ever want to fly with the eagles, don't hang around with turkeys. And these are two individuals to my left who chose to soar with the eagles and not hang around with any turkeys. Now, this particular segment is sponsored by Acid Jeans. Acid Jeans, these are some of the nicest jeans you could ever get. You definitely want to check them out. They come from in male and female. It's the promo is right on your television screen. Check it out. Acid Jeans at Facebook, or you can do it at Acid Jeans at Instagram. Order your pair today. Now, these are beautiful young ladies to my left and right. First of all, one of them is an iconic singer. She's been around for many years, singing with the Supremes and cut many albums. She's part of the Motown family, and she's gracing the Sherard Show this afternoon. And this is Mrs. Sherry Payne. Welcome to the Sherard Show, Sherry. How are you today?
I'm doing just great, thank you.
Good, you're looking absolutely fabulous. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, good to be here.
And the one on my left, this spicy individual lady, she's first of all the first African American James Bond female to play James Bond and female in the 70s. And she's also was in a Playboy. She also was modeled with Richard, or Shaft, I call him, but Richard Roundtree. She's been just all over. And as a matter of fact, if you were born in the 70s or in the 60s, you remember seeing her on your television screen, and she bought her book as well. So she's here on the Sherard Show. I'm so excited to have Mrs. Gloria Hendry. How are you? You doing okay?
Hi, Gerard. How are you? Thank you.
You look fabulous as well.
You do too, darling.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you all in there. So we're going to first take it out with you, Sherry. Now, first, Sherry, we've been talking about overcoming the odds,
yes,
and just being able to do, accomplish your dreams. Now, tell me a little bit about how you were able to first get started where you are, and then to be able to end up where you are some 40-some years later.
Wow, do we have enough time? Well, right. I was singing, as my mother used to say, from the time I was in the crib, and I was the one that was not the shy one at all. Frida was the shy one. She would hide behind a curtain, and my mother had to beg her to sing. But I was out there on the floor with my mother's friends and sing a song. Then I would say, "You want to hear it again?" And before they could answer, I would sing again. But I sang throughout school, junior high school, at Michigan State. I had a little jazz band, Louis Helfrich and his, I think, quartet. And after I graduated from Michigan State in medical technology, I decided I didn't want to be a medical tech.
Now, what made you decide that? That wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me. I think I was trying to fulfill my parents' expectations. I would get such a thrill when I would say, I want to be a pediatrician, and I get oohs and ahs. So that's what I started off in pre-med, then I switched to medical technology. And then I didn't do a year internship after I graduated. So my mother said, well, you got to do something. So I started teaching school. And it was during that time that my sister had signed with Invictus Records, Holland Dozier Holland. And one day Frida was home from New York, where she was living, and talking with Eddie Holland on the phone. And so I got on the piano and I started playing real loud, singing and playing a song.
Now, why were you playing so loud?
I wanted him to hear me.
I figured that's what it was.
I wanted him to hear me. So sure enough, Frida calls me in the kitchen, says, Eddie wants to talk to you. I said, okay. So he says, what was that you were playing? I said, just one of the tunes I wrote. I have quite a few. He said, well, would you like to audition for our company, Invictus Records? And I said, well, I don't care. So they sent a car around for me, Ron Dunbar, and they took me over to Lamont Dozier's house, and I sang about 4 or 5 songs, and I signed my contract the next day.
Okay, now let's stop the bus for a minute now. This story is going pretty fast now. Now, for you all who don't know, Sherry Payne, the lovely lady to my right, she is the sister of Frida Payne, Frida Payne, Band of Gold. She was on the show our last episode, her and Judy Pace. So this is the lovely sister of Frida Payne. So now, you got signed. Now, was Frida already signed?
She was already signed. And so they put me in a group called the Glass House, and that's when I first met Gloria. So she was in the Glass House, and they put her in the Glass House. She had come from New York. And she stayed. I can't remember exactly how long you stayed. It was a while
It was a
because
while.
Because we were
Maybe-
doing
maybe less than a
choreography.
year or something like that,
because we
yeah.
were doing choreography.
Yeah.
Mom's Mabley's son was our choreographer.
Ah,
in fact,
Mom's
Charlie Atkins.
Okay, so now, and we're gonna get on Gloria in 1 second. Now, let me just
Okay.
ask you one more question. We're going to on Gloria in a
Yeah,
minute.
but we had to get to that one. You
Yeah.
know how
Oh,
long
yeah.
we've known each other.
Yeah,
Really?
1969. I think that's what it
Yes.
was.
Now, so
We've
this
known
is
each
when
other
this
for a
happened,
long time.
1969. Okay, so now Gloria is holding out. She's a singer as well, not just that beautiful actress. She's also a singer.
That's
Okay,
right.
all right.
That's
So
right.
this led to you being signed to the Supremes, or no?
Well, what happened? Lamont Dozier became my boyfriend at that time, and so one summer in '73, he comes out to L.A. on business, and he runs into Mary Wilson at a party or at an event, and she says, "Well, Jean Terrell, who had replaced Diana Ross, is leaving the group or has left the group, and we're looking for another lead singer." Jean had joined the Supremes, replacing Diana in '70, so this is 3 years later. So he told Mary about me. So Mary called me, and back in Detroit, and I sent her some pictures and an album of the Glass House. And then 2 days later, after receiving it, she calls me and asked, it was a Thursday night, and asked if I could come to L.A. And I said, well, when? She says, well, Saturday. Saturday, dang.
Okay.
So at first I was afraid. After I got off the phone, I said I would. Then I told my mother, I said, am I crazy? The Supremes? I can't go to L.A. The Supremes? My mother gave me this big mother talk. You can do it. I believe in you. You have to believe in yourself, blah, blah, blah. So I got on the plane Saturday morning, came out. Cindy Birdsong picked me up. We went right to Mary's house, and we started rehearsing because I didn't know. Unbeknownst to me, there was a gig the following Saturday in New Mexico at the State Fair.
Wow. So you got signed on to the Supremes. Now,
Yeah.
how old were you back then? Just give us a roundabout.
Oh,
She was
gosh.
about
73,
15.
73.
Oh, you telling it, huh?
I'm happy to be here.
Amen. Amen.
A lot of my friends are no longer here, so
Mercy. Amen.
thank
Right.
God I'm
Amen to
still
that.
here.
But you're a young buck. So
Diana and Mary and I are the same age.
Wow.
We're all born in 44.
wow, and she looked like she was born in '72. All right, but now going on to you now.
Don't you
Gloria.
ask me that.
Let's get on you now. So now you all met in the sound box. You said, what was it called?
Oh, yeah.
In Invictus Records?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Glass
you
House.
initially, tell us, Gloria, you initially started off as a singer, or you started off as an actress?
Well, first of all, when I graduated high school, I left home that night, a matter of fact, and moved in with my girlfriends because I just wanted to get out on my own, and I was working. I started a job at 16, working for North Carolina Mutual as a secretary. 16. And, part-time, of course. And so when I got out of high school, I went straight to Essex College of Business for law. I wanted to be an attorney.
Okay.
I wanted to get into the law business, and believe it or not, I started working. I went to school and I got my degree as far as a legal secretary, and I turned around and started working for Roy Wilkins,
Wow.
the NAACP
Wow.
in New York City, de facto segregation, and Barbara Morrison and Robert Banks, very well-known attorneys that turned that whole thing around, Browns versus Board of Education,
Okay, gotcha.
and I was working as a legal secretary. And then when my wonderful Martin Luther King was killed, and Robert Kennedy was killed, and John F. K. was killed, believe it or not, I just had it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
And I said to myself, I want beauty in my life. And at the same time, I was modeling, doing runway modeling hats. At the same time, I was going out for commercials. Also, I had signed up with a black beauty agency. Before that was Grace Del Marco Agency. You were only represented by black agencies in those days in the 60s.
wow, that was huge.
And Helen Williams was the top model before us, much before us, back in the early 60s and late 50s. She was the first black model on Vogue magazine.
right.
With that pillbox. Remember that pillbox hat that the president's wife always wears? And she was the first black model. And it was very small amount of us people of color doing commercials and print work. And I did a lot of illustrative modeling. Cheryl Teague was a big white actress during that period of time, and I modeled a lot with her. So I'm with the modeling and with the money there, and then eventually leaving the law field,
Right.
going into the PR field of working as a secretary to one of the top agencies. They wanted to make me out of account executive of a marketing agency, and the Playboy Club was around the corner. I said I'm going to become a bunny. I looked in the paper; they were making $1,500 to $2,000 a week in cash, 4 days a week. I said I want to become a bunny, and when I did, I rolled over and became a bunny. And the money that I made there I started rehearsing, learning how, taking lessons, singing, and acting classes. And Marilyn Monroe was in one of my acting classes. Warren Robertson was my acting teacher.
So I'm gonna stop you right there, Gloria. Hold on, we gotta take a commercial break. Now she didn't pull out Marilyn Monroe's name. We gotta ask more questions about this. Now we're talking to the lovely Gloria Hendry
and Julia Newmar,
and we're also talking to one of the Supremes, Sherry Payne, on the Sherard Show about making it over against all odds. When we come back, we'll have more with these lovely ladies right after this.